Welcome to 20 Questions. With us today is Einat Wilf, a member of Knesset in the Independence Party and also sits on the Foreign Affairs and Defence Committee. We've just heard Netanyahu's speech in Congress. What are your first reactions?
It was a very good speech. I think it was a very important speech, both in terms of kind of emphasizing what this conflict is all about and opening the door for negotiations. I know that many people would probably say things he has asked for are a non-starter or no Palestinian can agree to them. But if no Palestinian could agree to what he mentioned, then we do have a very serious question about this conflict and the ability to resolve it.
How will Netanyahu's call to tear up the pact with Hamas be accepted by the international community and by the Palestinians themselves?
I mean, it was certainly a kind of dramatic call. The world has preferred to go with a conditional sentence to say if Hamas accepts the quartet conditions of recognizing Israel and renouncing violence and respecting previous agreements, then they become an acceptable negotiating partner. These are still the rules by which Israel is willing to negotiate. But yeah, this was slightly more dramatic. As a result, it might have some more dramatic responses. But at the core, yes, we need to negotiate, whether it's Fatah or Hamas, we need to negotiate with a government that understands that ultimately the existence of a Palestinian state should mean the end of conflict, the end of claims, and the existence side by side to a Jewish state.
The Prime Minister did say in his speech that it will be inevitable that certain settlements will end up on the other side of the border. How does this reconcile with what he said in the past, where he wouldn't evacuate any settlements?
Well, one could argue that he just said that they will be on the other side of the border, and he will not evacuate them, but those who live them will have the choice either of remaining citizens of a Palestinian state or moving back into Israel. So he could argue that it does not contradict, but clearly it does mean that those settlements, in his view, will not be part of a future Israel with final borders.
The full clip will be available this Sunday within the Premium Zone's 20 Questions.